about this. Okay, so today we are excited to introduce you to DA, Milbon's educational event that reflects where the industry is headed and how Milbon continues to support stylist growth. So we're going to show you a little video about our last event that we did. So last summer we hosted the pilot event for the for our concept salons and for our IEs. Those are our independent educators. So this video is a recap of that, and it's a quick behind the scenes video of our very first DA Link event in the US. So let's watch the video.
Five, four, three, two, one. Let's
It's just been a blessing just to challenge myself as an artist.
All they're asking me to be is who I am.
I wanted to come be with other artists and just see some beautiful work.
Five, four, three, two, one. Let's
It's just been a blessing just to challenge myself as an artist.
All they're asking me to be is who I am.
I wanted to come be with other artists and just see some beautiful work.
Okay. Well, hopefully you got to see a little bit of the video. It was a little choppy, I think. We're working on trying to admit people into this very popular meeting we're having, which is exciting. So that's okay. We can always reshare the video if it wasn't super clear. But hopefully you did get to see how incredible that event was. It was super exciting and inspiring. And we're going to talk a little bit more about it here. So, what is DA, right? So DA stands for designer ability. So what skills are needed in today's world besides just the technical skills of cutting, coloring, and styling? To next slide. Why DA? DA is a platform for stylists to connect with like-minded professionals to share knowledge and support each other's growth. It's a space built for personal and professional development where stylists can shine and take their skills to the next level. So DA is not a traditional contest. It's an education first event focused on stylist growth. While most other hair competitions focus on stylists competing against each other, this event is about competing against yourselves. It is focused on personal growth and individual evolution. DA Link provides a unique opportunity for stylists to discover and refine your online to offline strategies. We will talk more on O2O next. It helps stylists to use their signature and personalized style to connect their online branding with their behind the chair results. It helps stylists to refine your approach and your skills and drive growth. Clients utilize social media to discover stylists and they book based on what they see. So you must then deliver that look, but more importantly, you have to cater it to that specific client. Although this is the first time that DA is officially launching in the US, It is a long global history. DA first started in 1995 in Japan, and since then, the theme has evolved to stay in line with the industry shifts, culture, and how clients discover their stylists. DA Link concept started in 2023 in Korea and since has expanded into other countries. The concept of DA Link is specific to today and how stylists attract new clients, which is through social media. The format of DA is two parts. Part one is prior to the actual in person event. This is a photo and a video submission. And part two is the in person competition. We'll go deeper into this next and we'll show you some examples of the submissions. So for part one, the stylist must submit a photo and one 30-second or less video that best represents your brand or signature style. You also need to create 5 hashtags that you feel represents your unique style. Part two is an in-person event. You will compete live for 35 minutes and show how you translate your online brand to real-world results. During the live portion, you will need to showcase cutting and styling. Any color would be done prior to the day of the competition, and you will need to be very strategic in what you want to accomplish in that 35 minutes. For judging, you will be evaluated on both parts. Although part two is in person, the judges will be looking at your part one submission as well. They want to see how effectively you showcase your signature look and branding. Was it authentic to you? And the overall execution and harmony. For part two, they will look at how well you executed your signature style, but also how well you adapted it to your model. They want to see refinement across hair, makeup, and wardrobe, and the overall wearability of the look. So, what is the value of having a signature style? A signature style doesn't mean every client looks the same. Great stylists always customize their work based on each client's face shape, skin tone, lifestyle, and preferences. A signature style is the subtle element that makes the work unmistakably yours. Whether it's your finishing technique, color placement, texture, or overall aesthetic, when someone sees your work online or in person, they should be able to recognize it as your design. In today's industry, where many clients discover stylists through social media, having a signature style helps create consistency between what clients see online and what you deliver behind the chair, allowing you to build a recognizable and trusted personal brand. So, what is the value of DA Link? So let's discover and define your signature style, right? Push your technical and creative skills to a higher level. You're going to gain confidence in your design decisions behind the chair. You can connect your online presence with your in salon work. You can receive feedback and inspiration from top industry artists, showcase your work and gain recognition within the industry, foster emotional connection with a community of stylists focused on growth, creativity, and excellence, and also immerse yourself in the culture of Milbon, where we embrace the journey and we of finding our beauty. This event truly represents everything that Milbon stands behind. It's all about connection and it brings so much emotional value. In today's climate, we know that stylists now more than ever are craving connection, and this will give you exactly that. All right, some key takeaways from Lucas. I remember that Lucas was talking about how much he valued our beautiful emotional connections with people, and it really did allow him to find himself and his styles. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to how we define our signature style. So, this is a testimonial that you're seeing on your screen from a DA Link Korea winner. So, we looked at our previous winners and participants, and we saw a clear pattern. DA Link helps stylists gain clarity. And our 2024 winner didn't walk into DA Link with a clearly defined personal style. But through the process, he discovered what he truly enjoyed. He really enjoyed short hairstyles. So, in turn, he got more clients through this process, and he discovered that he could specifically get clients that love those types of cuts as well. So, this was his own personal self discovery because of DA Link. This next one is a DA Link Korea winner from 2023, and he kind of had the opposite experience. So let's check it out. While our 2024 winner was too generalized, and this event helped him to find his niche, our 2023 winner was the opposite. He was too niche. So after DA Link, he was able to shift his focus and expand on showcasing a wider range of work, and this better reflected who he was. And as a result, he started attracting new and different types of clients, which align more with his long-term vision, and it really helped to grow his business. All right. So boosting the average spend. So one other thing too, as well, is we're all in this to make money, right? That's why we work. Even though we love what we do, there is still that part of it. So a key takeaway from participants was that DA Link drives revenue growth by creating a clarity and intention. So when a stylist clearly understands who they are and what they stand for, their messaging becomes stronger and they can attract more like-minded and aligned clients, which builds a deeper trust and naturally is going to lead to increased spending by your clients. All right, next I would love to show you some DA Link submission examples so you can understand what it is we're asking you to do for part one. Our first one here is going to show you an online and an offline style. So the online signature style here is going to be what they presented in their online submission. So you can see the mood of the picture, the image there, the way the hair is styled. The offline personalized style is what this artist did in person. To their in-person portion. Now, it's not the same model, right? They're two different people, but the mood and the style, the feel is there, right? It's cohesive between the two. And then I believe we can show the video. Tomoko, let's see if we can play their online video. All right, here it goes. All right. So I know on my end of the video, the audio is a little wonky. However, you can see what's going on in this video, right? So it is a representation of the style and how this artist sees their signature style. So when you see that video, you can say, hey, I love this stylist. Like, I want my hair done by him because he does this type of work, right? So that's kind of what the video is all about, is showing what your signature style is in a way that clients can relate and then decide. Oh, audio was good. Okay, good. Sorry, I just saw a little message. Okay, audio was good on your end. Fantastic. Maybe it's just my computer. All good. So good. You got to hear the audio as well. So when you create your own videos, you can see you can put music to it, you can make it creative, or you can make it more descriptive of what you actually do behind the chair. Let's check out the next one and get a different example. All right, so this next one is actually from our artist Cyrus Miller. He is out of California and he was one of the winners of DA our pilot. So I wanted to show you guys this one because he definitely nailed this. So his online signature style, as you can see that image, it really shows this beautiful golden blonde, right? And he's known for his blonding. His offline personalization, this is what he did in person at the event. This really showcased what he does every day. It was very wearable, beautiful styling. And then let's go ahead and play his video and you'll be able to see what he submitted. All right. So with Cyrus's video, you really can see that golden blonde, right? You can see that golden blonde look. This is really what he's all about. And again, he's showcasing that model, and you can really get a sense of his work. Let's take a look at another one that's going to be completely different. Again, you see the online signature style. This is what they would post on social media to draw in clients. The offline personalized, this is what they would do in person. If a client came in, this is how the client's walking out the door. And then the signature video. Let's take a look at what they submitted. Maybe this one might not play. Okay, not a problem. Oh, it is playing. Okay, cool. It's playing. Oh, not playing. Okay, never mind. That's okay. Let's move on to the next one. One of them was kind of making, one of our slides was giving us fits the other day, and that was it. So let's do one more. Okay, again, online signature style. You're seeing the model, this gorgeous lived-in brunette. And then offline, in person, this is the client that came in. This is the hair that they got. Again, you're still seeing that connection between the two styles. And then let's see what video that this artist submitted. So this video that you're seeing is a 60-second video. And in the past, we've done the 60-second videos, but this coming year, we are going to change it to a 30-second. So it'll be a little bit shorter, which is really nice. One other thing that I really love about this video that you just looked at was it's a combination of like the process that this artist went through in order to create the look, as well as a moody feel, right? You're getting this moody vibe, like who this artist is. but it also has a little bit of the process in there. Again, these are just examples. You can create the video in any way that you see fit that's going to show who you are. We just need to see who you are as an artist. And then you're going to be able to reflect that in the photo that you send in, as well as in person when you do your model in person. Awesome. Okay, let's move on. All right, so I'm so excited to show you. These are the winners from the pilot event that we did, um, DA Link Pilot USA 2025. And while all the looks are different, each clearly reflects the stylist's personalized branding. And because DA Link is rooted in individual style and branding, there's space for every type of stylist to participate. So I do want to elaborate on this really quick for a second because all of these styles are so different. And this is a question that we get a lot, but they're all winners. And here's why. So for example, the stylist, Yulia Dima, you'll see she's the one that did the blonde bob here. She's awesome at blondes. Her cutting is precision. This is her signature style. Now, Lucas in the center, he was the overall Grand Prix winner. He elevated this look and made it amazing. Yes, it is avant-garde, a little bit fun. It's got purples and pinks and this really cool Hime style. But I'm telling you, this is what Lucas does every day. So this is his signature style, even though for some stylists this might be outside the box. This is in his box. It's great. So Lucas, he killed it. He did such a great job showing that off. And then right next to him, you see Cyrus. Cyrus was another one of the winners, right? And his is a very lived in, gorgeous blonde that you can just wear every single day out in California. It's fantastic. And he killed it there. So, yes, all three of these are very different, but they all stayed true to the stylist's signature style. And that's the key point here. Okay, let's move on to the next. Now let's talk about 2026, right? That's where we're at. So, next slide, DA Link 2026 is Monday, October 19th at the Industrial Event Space in Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's on to On's video next. Do we want to go ahead and hit that?
Hi, my name is Anko Tran. I am the creative director for Milbon. I am so excited for this year's DA Link event happening October 19th in Las Vegas. I'm going to be a judge. I'm also judging alongside with Peck, who's the global educator for Korea, and also last year winner Lucas. What is DA Link is that showcasing your signature style from online, which is social media, to offline, which is in salon. It really helps to cater and curate their artistic vision from offline to online. And the Grand Prix winner will get to participate in the DA Link Japan in November this year. So very exciting. DA Link personally means a lot of different things. I have witnessed a lot of DA Link events in Asia. I've seen a lot of creativity. I've seen a lot of stylists really pointing out their passions to showcase their online to offline, aka social media to salon. And it's a really great way to build community. What I use for social media is that I post a lot about my clients, which is offline. I see new clients come in and taking that photo, utilizing it to create that haircut or get that haircut. That's how the online, offline, social media and salon or social media in real life really helps each other tremendously. It's so great to see all these different types of artists come together and create and have a sense of community and support each other, which is very, very golden. I love that. I'm so excited for this event. So sign up and I can't wait to see all the submissions. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you so much, On, for the video. We love hearing from him. So next, let's talk about who can compete. All right, so who can compete, right? This is really important. We need to know. All licensed stylists in the United States, age 18 and over. Okay, designed for all levels, new, emerging stylists and seasoned stylists who've been doing this a long time. The stylist requirements, you must use Milbon for all prep and for the live event work. Stylists will be required to do cutting during the in-person contest, so a little bit of cutting is required. Contestants must use two different models, okay? One for part one submission, that is for your video and photo. And then your model needs to be a completely different person for part two in person, okay? So two models. All right, let's talk about the judges. So you just heard from Anko Tran. He is our global creative director. But we do have three judges for this event. We have Peck, who is a celebrity stylist in Korea. He does hair for, if you guys know BTS. I've also heard he works on the girls from Blackpink, which is kind of cool in Korea. And he's a veteran judge of DA. He's been doing this a very long time. So it's really awesome that we get to work with him. And then we have Lucas, who you saw his really great style that he submitted for the pilot DA link, and he was the winner of that. Not only do all three of these judges have a strong online presence and a very strong signature style, but they represent that O2O concept really well. And they're going to also be there to mentor you throughout this process. All right. Oh, one more thing that I do want to mention before we get on to the awards is that PEC is having a workshop that's happening in Arizona on April 12th and in California on April 13th. So you can go to our DA webpage and get more information about that. The tickets are super reasonable. This is going to be a mentorship, and you're going to actually get to watch PEC do hair and show you how he creates his signature style, which is going to help you understand what to do for the competition. All right, let's
Hi,
talk
my name
about
is
awards. All right, so awards, right? Awards are one of the greatest parts of a competition. So award winners will be selected on the day of the event based on both the part one and part two of the competition. So we're going to have a Grand Prix. That's going to be the overall winner. Then there's going to be three judge awards. So An, Peck, and Lucas all get to have their own award. And then what's really cool is there is an audience award. So the audience gets to be involved, right? We're inviting our family and friends and our salon coworkers to come and watch us, and they're going to get to cast a vote as well. The Grand Prix Awards. So, what does the winner receive? They will receive a plaque. They will also receive the opportunity to represent the USA at DA Link International in Japan on November 17th, 2026. So, yes, write this date down. If you are the Grand Prix winner, you will get to go to Japan, courtesy of Milbon, on November 17th to represent the United States in the international competition, which is amazing. There are details at the bottom that'll tell you about Milbon is going to pay for you as well as an assistant and a model to head to Japan and 3 nights there to be able to compete in the competition. And there's all the fine print we can go over with you later about that. You will also get to go to dinner with the Milbon team the night of the event as well. Next is the judges and the audience award. So remember, there's three judges and then one award from the audience. All of those winners will receive a plaque. They will receive a $500 value of Milbon product and dinner with the Milbon team the night of the event as well. Okay, now that you've heard all of this and what you can win, let's tell you how we will support you through the process. We're going to make sure that you can get through this and get your submission in and get through the event with ease. So let's talk about education and support. So hopefully you've already signed up for our text messages. If not, go to our link where you can actually sign up for that. You're going to get messages over between now and October that are going to give you notices on when we have these office hours, which means you can have mentorship, one-on-one mentorship with the past winners. And with some of your regional educators as well. You can get notes on how to prep. and updates on the day of the competition. So make sure you sign up for that. That's very important. Next is we're going to do monthly check-ins and support pods. So each regional educator, like myself for the Midwest, there's going to be other regional educators that I'm sure you know in your area from Milbon, and we're going to lead these little pods, these support sessions where we're going to help you understand how to prep for the contest and answer any questions you have. Of course, we will answer questions anytime you need it. You can contact us, and we will reply right away. We also are going to have a mentorship program that's set up. These are office hours. So there's going to be a link through Sign Up Genius. You'll be able to sign up for an hour time slot with Lucas, Cyrus, and Yulia, the past winners of our DA Link pilot event that happened last year. And this is where you can really pick their brain and understand how did they win? What did they do? What was successful? What would they do differently next time, right? So this is going to be your one-on-one with those artists to understand how to do the event yourself. Really important. Of course, they're free, right? So don't worry about that. You can just sign up for the time. And then we're going to have stylist support. So I mentioned Peck's workshop. So he's going to have his workshop in Arizona and California. You can sign up for those. Have a discovery session, which is going to be virtual. That will be led by myself and our education designer as well. And she is going to help me talk with you guys about how to prep for our event and what it's all about. Then we'll have another DA readiness session. So this is also virtual and this is going to help you get ready. The past winners are going to be on there and we're going to make sure that you are ready for the day of. So as you can see from this chart, you have a ton of support from Milbon and past winners. All right, DA Link workshop with Peck. So we have April 12th in Arizona and April 13th in Orange County, California. This, you're going to actually get to see him do hands-on hair, and he's going to show you what is online and what is offline, right? So if you are in those areas and you are able to join, this would be great. This is in Pasadena. I'm seeing a note, not Orange County, possibly. I don't know. I'm from Ohio. So it's going to be in Pasadena. Sorry. I just totally messed that up again. I'm not, I won't be there. But Peck will, and he's going to make sure that you guys have a fantastic time. So if you're in the area or you want to fly out, please join him. All right, so that is all that I have about DA Link as far as the presentation goes, but I really would love to answer some questions because I'm sure that you guys have some. So let's go ahead and open that up. You can put a question in the chat, and I'm sure that my cohorts will help me see what that looks like. Or go ahead and unmute yourself and ask a question, please.
Hello.
Hey, hi, how are you?
Hey, I have a question about so
Uh-huh.
the offline and online, and then the
Yes.
video. So the video that's going to be sent into, is that for both online and offline, or is it just one video?
That is a great question. It is just one video. So the one video is going to be like something that you would put online for your guests or your clients to see and like entice them. It's almost like a marketing video in a way. It can be. So it can be like a marketing video, like, hey, this is what I do. It could also actually be a behind the scenes, like how did you create the look that you're submitting in the picture?
Cool,
But
cool.
it is just one. It's all about online.
Gotcha. We send that video with the first video or for first
It,
photo?
yes, with the first photo. So the photo and video are together, they're combined, and it's going to be one submission. So there will be a submission portal on our website that you'll be able to submit that in with your name and who you are and all of that. And that is going to be your first part of the competition. Yeah.
Cool.
The
Yep.
submission period for that, let me let you know, is August 17th through September 14th. So it's going to be closer to the competition. So you have some time to prep from now until August 17th to get your model, ready, get your ideas flowing. And then that's when you would submit that.
Perfect. No, thank you. And then just to clarify for the
Yeah.
photo and video, that's one person. The next
Yes.
person in person is a different person.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So think about it like this, right? Let's say you were creating something online to draw in new clients, right? And you're like, okay, I want to
Mhm.
show who I am online. So I'm a blonding specialist. So I'm going to do this awesome bomb blonde look, and I'm going to take a photo of her and I'm going to make a video of her like showing off her hair, and I'm going to pop it on social. That is going to draw in clients. Now you have, Betty Sue from Oklahoma that comes into your salon and she's like, I saw you online. Can you give me that blonde? But can you also give me bangs? Can you put a little low light? You're customizing it to her,
Mm,
right?
mm,
But
mm,
it's
mm.
still going to look like your work. So that's
Okay,
what you're doing in person. You're customizing. Yes.
perfect. Yeah, thank you.
So
I just want to
good, good,
clarify.
good. I just saw in the chat the video and the photo is the same model. Yes. So video, photo is one model. That's your online person. And then in person is another model. Awesome. Right. Any other questions? How about in the chat? I'm going to pull that up and see. Any other questions out there? I know there's got to be, right?
I guess I'll just ask the other question.
I love it.
The prep of the client in person, you said everything has to be done within 35 minutes, just to clarify. I'm just taking notes here.
Yes. So 35 minutes is the in-person contest. Okay. So what that means is you're going to go into this contest, and this is what we're going to help you with all the support between now
Mhm.
and then, is you're going to go in with a vision, right? What do I want my look to look like, right? What my end result? And so maybe you do color the day before, right?
Okay.
Because you're like, okay, this is how I'm going to set their color. And then I'm going to do maybe three haircut beforehand, and I'm going to finish the face frame on stage. And then I'm going to prep the hair, but I'm going to finish curling it on stage so that I can get my finished look, right? So you only have 35 minutes on stage, but you have time to prep beforehand. And then when you're on stage, you're going to show off that final look and then have it finished. That's that 35 minutes. Does that make sense?
Yep, totally cool. So
Okay.
color, yeah, I would not do color. Color's all beforehand.
Yes.
And okay, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Perfect.
colors
Yep,
all beforehand.
thank you.
You're very welcome.
Hi, I have a question.
Sure.
So, how long do we have to prep? Is there a time limit for that or
So that's going to be like the day of, really. So when it comes to the actual contest itself, the contest is in the afternoon timing. So if you want to get up super early, you can prep obviously the full time beforehand. So you're really going to have to strategize with that. I can give you a clearer image in that when it comes to our sessions that we do with the other artists. So as we're supporting you throughout the process, we can talk with Cyrus and Yulia and Lucas and let them and ask them like, hey, how long did you prep beforehand? Was it a couple hours? With our pilot, what we did is we had a good like 2 hour window where they were really prepping. They were doing makeup, making sure wardrobe was fine, getting that hair like just the way they wanted it, so that when they got onto the stage, they could complete the look and really see like that finished pop result. So it's really going to be up to what you're doing. So it's not the same for everybody. I will tell you too that at our pilot, we had people prepping even the day before, right? So they were doing color the day before, they were cutting the day before, getting a really major structure. Yeah, Alicia just put into the comments, Lucas actually did 8 hours of color the day before the event. So he took that model that was that lavender and like pink look from a level 2 dark all the way to that the day before. Then he went to bed, woke up the next morning and killed it. Question I see, can we have an assistant during the 35-minute in-person showcase? Yes, you may, but the assistant during that 35 minutes cannot touch the hair. Okay, your assistant can hold your mirror, can give you a blow dryer, all that kind of stuff, but the assistant can only help you before that 35 minutes. Okay. Awesome. We will have contest rules laid out with all of this stuff detailed so that you'll be able to actually read it, highlight it, and save it. So we do have that on our website and all of that. Let's see. Was only applicable to finish out. How much prep
Hey,
time
Steph.
did Yes. How much prep time did Yes.
Can we have the same assistant?
The same assistant for multiple contestants? Is that what you're asking?
Assistant for multiple contestants? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. For example, if I go, since I'm not competing, and my team competes, can I be an assistant for every single one of them?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. The only time that is going to maybe pose a struggle is during that 35-minute contest point. You can really only hover around one person, so but they might not need an assistant during that point, so that would be something that we can discuss. Yeah. Absolutely.
Are going to
Okay,
be
perfect.
physical space. If I could just jump in to explain,
Please.
on the day of, everyone is going to have their own like 6x6 booth, and it's just divided by lines that are drawn on the floor, and you just have to be contained in that space. So and if you are bringing your assistant and your model, it's going to be the three of you, or if you don't bring an assistant, it's just you and the model contained in that space. So during that time, your assistant will not be able to go between different booths.
Yes. Perfect.
But if your assistant wants to help you prep, let's say the day before outside of the venue or on the morning of, if you just want the assistant to help both contestants do some makeup on the model, you can share that assistant. But then there is not much time at the venue to prep. You have to have the models get dressed, and either you apply the makeup before you arrive at the venue or do it at the venue. You have about 2 hours. It's going to be interrupted because we have a rehearsal with you. But I think you will end up having roughly 2 hours total to get your model ready at the venue if you check in as early as when our sign up starts. So you can choose your time sort of wisely that way.
I love that. Thank you. So yeah, 2 hours for those who are questioning about how much prep time. And then Tomoko, could you let us know, are there rules regarding extensions for the contest?
Extensions are only allowed for the online submission. So when you are taking photo and video, you are allowed to use wigs or extensions, but then not for the in-person contest.
Great. Thank you. Excellent. One more question, Tomoko. Is there a limit on how many stylists can apply from one salon? Is it okay if like a single salon has 20 submissions?
So, okay, just we do have early access to our network stylists, our educators, and also our concept salon members. So there will be a 2-week period from April 1 to April 14th where only people from our network may apply. And then we will open up the registration to the general public. So basically it is, in that sense, still first comes, first serve situation. And we haven't actually really discussed restrictions, but we were also not necessarily expecting 20 from one salon scenario, we may have to actually take it back and discuss this internally before we can actually say yes or
Okay.
no.
Great. So we'll deal with that if it comes. Hopefully we have enough room for everybody. We really want to make this a cohesive educational event that everybody gets to participate in. So if we need to talk about that, we will. Awesome. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you if you're signing off. Just one thing I need to reiterate is get onto the DA website, the web page, sign up for the text messages. This is going to give you access to all the frequently asked questions. It's going to give you access to all the contest rules, access to us to, be able to remind you of things, any questions you have, any of your regional educators for Milbon, any of us can help you. So please don't be confused. Let us help you with that. But those are going to be your best ways to connect with us. Any other questions before we sign out? All right, I don't think so. Well, thank you all for joining, everybody who hopped on. I cannot wait to see you in Las Vegas. It's going to be amazing. So please let me know if you have any other questions. Thank you so much and have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, Stephanie.
Yeah.